Eleanor stared at her reflection. Each wrinkle, each laugh line felt like a betrayal. Society told her to age gracefully, but Eleanor yearned for the vibrancy of youth. She'd tried every cream, every treatment, every fad diet. Nothing worked. Then a whisper in a crowded bar, a shadowy website, a promise. A new drug, they said. It could rewind the clock. Eleanor, blinded by her desire, dove headfirst. The first dose was exhilarating. Her skin regained its youthful glow. Energy coursed through her veins. She was back in her 20s, carefree and radiant. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. With each dose, Eleanor became younger. She reveled in the attention, the envious stares, the compliments. But deep down, a seed of doubt began to sprout. She hadn't anticipated the emotional roller coaster. One day she'd feel like a confident woman, the next a giddy teenager. Her memories, once sharp and clear, became hazy, fragmented. She clung to the familiar, to her best friend, Mark, and his wife, Sarah. They were her anchors in the swirling storm of her transformation. The changes became more drastic. Eleanor's clothes hung loose on her shrinking frame. Her voice, once deep and resonant, rose an octave with each passing week. She was a teenager again, navigating the choppy waters of high school, except this time she had the memories and experiences of a woman twice her age. It was a bizarre, unsettling juxtaposition. Mark and Sarah, bless their hearts, tried to keep up. They bought her trendy clothes, helped her with her homework, which ironically she now found much easier, even chaperoned school dances, much to their teenage selves' amusement. Eleanor felt a pang of guilt for dragging them into her bizarre predicament, but their unwavering support was her lifeline. Then came the day she woke up with missing teeth and a yearning for apple juice and bedtime stories. The drug had stripped away her teenage years, leaving behind a bewildered child in an adult's world. She was a stranger in her own life, dependent on Mark and Sarah for everything. Mark and Sarah found themselves thrust into the unexpected roles of parents. They navigated diaper changes and temper tantrums with a mixture of amusement and exhaustion. Their once spacious guest room transformed into a nursery, overflowing with stuffed animals and brightly colored toys. Eleanor's transformation was a constant source of wonder and worry. They took turns reading bedtime stories, their voices growing hoarse as they spun tales of brave knights and magical creatures. They marveled at her infectious laughter as she splashed in the inflatable pool they set up in the backyard. Through it all, their love for their friend never wavered, even when faced with the surreal reality of caring for a woman who was now a child. Eleanor, despite her confusion, found solace in their presence. They were the constants in her ever-shifting world, their familiar faces a source of comfort and security. She couldn't remember their names, but she knew their love, their warmth, their unwavering devotion. They were her safe harbor in the storm. Section 4. The Elephant in the Crib Navigating Awkward Family Dynamics. Life became a series of awkward encounters and hushed explanations. Friends and family struggled to comprehend the situation, their expressions a mixture of disbelief and pity. Mark and Sarah fielded questions with forced smiles and carefully worded responses, shielding Eleanor from their curious gazes. The most difficult aspect was navigating the social stigma. Whispers followed them in the grocery store. Parents at the park steered their children away, their eyes wide with a mixture of fear and fascination. Eleanor, oblivious to their judgments, babbled happily in her crib, her world reduced to the simple pleasures of soft blankets and colorful mobiles. Her shrinking body brought a new set of challenges. She was now an infant, completely dependent on Mark and Sarah for her every need. They took turns feeding her, changing her, rocking her to sleep. Their lives revolved around her care, their sleep schedules dictated by her cries. Section 5. The Price of Youth Trading Independence for Dependence. The irony of it all was not lost on Mark and Sarah. Eleanor, who had craved the freedom and vibrancy of youth, was now more dependent than ever. She was trapped in a prison of her own making, her mind regressing faster than her body. Yet, there was a strange sort of peace in her wide, innocent eyes. She no longer carried the weight of the world on her shoulders, the worries and anxieties that came with adulthood. She found joy in the simplest things, the warmth of the sun on her face, the feel of soft fur against her cheek, the sound of a soothing lullaby. Her laughter, pure and unadulterated, filled their home with a joy they hadn't realized they were missing. They documented her journey meticulously, photographs, videos, journals filled with anecdotes and observations. They clung to the hope that one day, somehow, they could reverse the effects of the drug and bring their friend back to them. But for now, they focused on providing her with the love and care she needed, cherishing the moments of joy amidst the uncertainty.